we coming into some kind of little town, probably tea shop town. Some YouTubers have said that this place is very touristy. I suppose it is, but I must say I like it. I like these kind of places. Not that they're touristy, but nice to see. House here looks very old. There's another lovely view of the Taipei 101. A lot of nice shops up here also. And then we have another tea shop, which probably has a beautiful view. At least they advertise that they have a view. It looks like they have a view. There's some more buildings. These almost look like private residence. It's quite exotic to see the Chinese writing on the roads when we are accustomed to the Western letters. There's the cableway station we arrived up there on the left, and the cable car line going down there. Zoom a little bit in on one of the cable cars coming. And we just got to continue down the road. There's another tea cafe there, or tea shop, with a nice view. It's outdoor. Yes, it's a tea cafe they call it. That's definitely a place with a view also. Here's another tea cafe. This one's called Cat's Got Nothing to Do Cafe. Let's just have a look behind us, where we just came from. And also one more look at the cableway station behind these big elephant ears. That's the name of the leaf. At least that's what we called them in South Africa when I lived there. Maro's leading the way. Looks like there's another tea cafe in front of her. This place looks very much more like a restaurant. I can see some hot pot there in the background. Maro and I are just debating whether this is commercial for the tourists or whether it's also for the locals. Maro reckons it's for the locals. We were advised against coming in the weekend, or at least we read that on TripAdvisor, I believe, because that's when all the locals come up here. But whatever way you look at it, I believe that it's worthwhile coming up here, if not just for the walk. That's why we're here. Very pleasant walking up here.
And it's definitely something we don't have in Denmark. Tea houses like this on the top of the mountain. So it's definitely worth coming.
It's something to see. Take it for what it is.
Exactly.
And enjoy it. But the mountain walk and the greenery up here is spectacular. Seems to be a road all the way. But what I was mentioning about the greenery, just look at these trees along the road. And look at this tree. Look at all the different trees on the tree. Here's another little tea house. This one's actually closed. Although with all those pot plants up there, I think it looks quite cozy. That would be my choice, that kind of place. Look at the cliffs up there on the mountain. Big pieces of rock at least. So now we're just following the road. I think we're following the sign also. And we're heading towards that bridge. There's a closer look at the sign for you. So what we can see from the sign there is we can actually walk all the way next to the mountain. Hope it's not blowing too much on the camera now, it's quite windy. Right over there to the other cable station and jump on board there instead. And this looks like one of the local temples. Maro's already gone in, so I better hurry up and follow her. I believe this is a Buddhist temple. There's Maro. And then we have a Buddha statue in the center of the picture now. And you'll find this temple along the road, on the walk, from the tea plantation or from the tea houses. And in Asia, you can't miss this cat. We're going to be walking all the way along the mountain, along that road there. Goes all the way around. I don't think it's tea season yet. Tea plants are looking rather dry. It is only spring here also in Taipei. Some Japanese tourists were just photographing these, so we felt we better do it too. Beautiful looking flowers. Anybody know what they called? Please write it down in the comments below. Maro says she has something to tell us.
It wouldn't surprise me if the Chinese got their idea for their lanterns from this plant.
That flower. Yeah, why not?
Huh?
Ah, they do look similar to lanterns. Quite a remarkable view from here.
On the right side or left side or
So we don't really understand the other sign, but we saw the words skywalk, and who can miss a skywalk? So skywalk it is, and if we're correct, 280 meters.
We walked only 1.2 kilometers and we thought that we made already like 4. We are so slow with our cameras.
Are we going to the sky camera? Going to the sky bridge
Yes.
now, aren't we? Well, let's get a
Skywalk.
move on then.
So that is just straight ahead.
Yeps.
But that healthy trails sounds quite nice too. Look at that. Steps down. And
I'd like to go to the sky
bit.
bridge. Let's go to the sky bridge first and then come back. It's difficult to make decisions when you don't know the area very well. The tea plants here are looking a lot fresher than they were at the beginning of the trail. And here we have the tea promotion center. You can really smell the tea up there. We're going up there to have a look around and of course to use the lavatory before we continue. Up here in the visitor center there's currently complimentary tea. Maro's just taking 2 mugs, filling some tea up for the both of us. Very nice service. Good to taste some of the tea that's made in this area.
Just a little bit.
Yeah? Was that all they put or that's what you put?
No, that's what I put.
Ah, okay. Let me just have a look at them. As the walk is long from here, we won't spend very much time here, even though it looks like it's quite interesting. But be sure to come and have a cup of tea on the way, if you are here.
We enjoyed our tea very much. Now we're going to return the used cup here on the cupboard.
On the cupboard there's both used cups, it's a used cup cupboard, and below that are the clean cups. Oh, don't forget to put your cup away in the cupboard, not just leave it lying on the tables. If you have kids with you, you might want to come to the fish pond indoors. There's some fish feed there so the children can feed the fish. So we're sitting down here to have some tea. We had some people who recommended that we take a seat here. In this place. Hello, hello. Where are you from? Where you come from?
Taipei.
From Taipei. Yes. Oh, lovely city. Yeah. Hello. We're just buying tea to take home to Denmark. Yes.
Yes.
Tea and coffee. Both tea and a lot of coffee. This is definitely a nice stop on the way. Nice to meet some locals also. Now we just have to figure out which tea Maro wants.
300. 300.
Yeah.
Some nice teas here. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Very nice to meet you. So we tasted some tea, used the lavatory, and bought some tea also. That was fun. Okay, this is beginning to get a little bit of an authentic feeling. Some people working in the tea plantation, or 2 guys I think, 2 people in the tea plantation just up here with the radio on. I believe there must be a tea shop down here. Very typical Asian figure. Not sure where that's at. I don't know. It's a cat. From the sign there we can see that the pothole is down this walk. So it's the healthy trail and some exhibition center trail. Maybe we should have taken the healthy walk, Maro.
I don't know.
Before.
Come back, is it a round one or?
We go to the pothole and then we'll come back the same way.
Yeah, because we want to go to the bridge and.
So lead the way.
Yeah.
There's a little temple down here too. And some nice detailed artwork on top of the temple. You can smell the incense from within that room. Here's a nice corner pillar, very colorful. Oh, sorry, the incense smell wasn't coming from within that room, it's coming from this pot here. Where the incense sticks. You can see from the sign to there to the right of Maro that the pothole is down a path. Maro's just waiting here. We're going to do a selfie. Maybe we'll put it to Facebook or our Instagram.
It's a nice spot with a mountain in the background.
Yeah. As Maro carries on, we'll just listen to the bird sounds.
Oh, those frogs! Of the pond!
Maybe it's frogs, yes.
Yeah.
Not normally the kind of shot I would do, but I'm on the move now. Maro's rushing me. But I can hear some water, and that's a plane coming over. Very low, as you can hear. Wherever it is, I don't see it. Must be indeed. Maro's saying again that it must be frogs. I agree with her. Ooh. Can you see anything down there?
Not yet.
Still straight ahead. Are we almost there now? Straight ahead where Maro's standing is the pothole. The temple, Earth God temple, is where we just came from. And there's a rainbow bridge to our left. That way. I think one could spend days here.
And if you continue that way, there's a pothole trail.
A pothole trail.
But let's go to see the pothole and the frogs,
Yeah.
hopefully.
If there are frogs, I believe they're tree frogs because the sound's coming from above. There we go. I can see the bridge just down there. Look at those monster ferns. Little observation deck overlooking the bridge. And you can see the water, and we will of course have a look at it from the bridge too. Over goes Maro. I'm going to try doing this while I'm walking. Give you an idea of what the bridge is like. It swings a little bit. So long as you keep in the middle, don't let your foot slip out. The other end will be just fine. And here we have the cats on the benches. I asked Maro to sit there on the bench so it's not just such a boring shot, but you can see how dirty they are. She didn't want to get her pants dirty. So if this is a wobbly shot, I'm taking it from the bridge, which is wobbling a lot. And this is the water flowing under the bridge. And here's the other side. And funny shapes of the rocks. Here we have the two cats holding or guarding the bridge on this side. And once again I stand corrected. Maro says it's a dog.
Well, the ears are down.
Maybe it is a dog. And now we've seen the pothole and this lovely little bridge, if you can see it here. And then we got to continue on now, wherever we end up, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's plenty to see still, and it's 3 o'clock, so we better
Get a move on, and the sun just came out, so it's actually lovely walking here. It seems that Maro's calling the shots again today, and we're heading for the Changhong Bridge, or the Rainbow Bridge as they called it We both decided we want to see it because it must be something awesome. Let's see what it is.
The tree frogs are making sound.
We think it's frogs.
I believe so.
But Maro,
it will be on the
Maro, I just told the viewers we were moving on. I can see that I've just had the microphone on a very high volume setting, so I've just turned it down, so if you can hear that there's a difference in the sound, that's why. I've done it purposely, because I think the other setting I had was a little bit too, or is a little bit too loud for this kind of environment. The paths are very long here, and it's definitely very nicely made for tourists, or even locals. Well, mainly locals it's made for. Time for another look at the jungle. Maro's totally fallen in love with these ceramic pictures or art pieces. At this point you can really get an idea of the depth of this valley. It really does go down, doesn't it? So we believe we found the Rainbow Bridge after many stairs in a downward direction. We think that's it down there. But we know that we got the stairs behind us because we have to go back the same way. And then we have to go up the stairs we went down after the temple. We have to go all the way up again because we really want to try the, what did they call it?
Skywalk.
The skywalk. So we're not going to go down to that bridge there, but there you have it. That is more than likely the Rainbow Bridge. We could more than likely have gone down to the bridge and then gone in that direction. There you can see in the center of the screen now a little road, and that road will probably take you to the cableway station right over there, which under normal circumstances we would probably have done, but we really want to see that sky bridge. There's just one shot to show how we're actually suffering. It's steeper than we thought. There you are. Just had to stop for this long-tailed bird also. Hello!
We made it.
We made it. There's a temple behind us. Up there is the skywalk sign, and according to that, if I don't misunderstand, it's 2014 meters.
Where did you read that?
Well, it says 2014 under. Maybe it was made in 2014. They don't write any distance. Hopefully I'm wrong.
I think that's just 2014 they made
They made it.
Because the Healthy Trail doesn't have any kilometers either.
Well, we just got to go there and have a look and see if we can find
Probably
it.
have about 5 kilometers to go.
Maybe, but it's lovely.
Yeah.
Always the optimists.
I'm the optimist.
Okay, sometimes. So we're on our way again. The music you can hear in the background, that's the garbage truck. Some more tea rooms up ahead. And here comes one of the buses you can actually catch. I'll take you to the cable car area. What a lovely view. I was just catching those flowers. On Facebook or on Instagram perhaps. If you haven't already liked us on Facebook, followed us on Instagram, please feel welcome to do so. A little tea room, and we're naturally following the road straight ahead. This road looks like or this whole area looks like a bicycle or racing bicycle paradise. I was just thinking to myself, it's about time to come in and have a closer look at the tea plants. As far as I remember, no, I don't remember right, but I think it's the little fresh leaves one takes normally, isn't it?
It is the green one, light
The green ones. Maro's a tea lover, so she knows. How is it you know that?
I've been watching YouTube. There's everything is there.
See, not only do we make YouTube videos, we also watch them. We really enjoy YouTube. Okay, now we've reached a point of confusion. On the sign it says the skywalk was 300 meters in the direction we just came from. We didn't see any skywalk there or any sign showing
If
skywalk.
the Kaunan bridge is 1.5 kilometers, it means that we came already 500 meters.
And the Kaunan bridge is that way.
So we passed the skywalk sign.
Let's get back to Maro. So what are we going to do?
You want to walk back?
Well, I didn't see any bridge there.
Yeah, but the point where we started, the Kaunan bridge was 2 kilometers, and now it's only 1.5.
Right?
Skywalk is 330 meters that way. So
Okay.
we passed the sign somehow. So we go back, maybe it's an awesome skywalk.
Well, if it was awesome, it would be huge and we would have seen it.
I don't understand that.
Should we go back?
Yeah,
Okay, we do that.
we are hardcore.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
What?
We're back. We were walking about 20 meters and we came to the conclusion that Maro will fill us in on the facts.
That the blanks that we were passing in one stage next to the road, that must have been the skywalk, because we didn't pass any signs of anything else.
So we're not going to risk it and go 300 meters back to find out what we already think.
Yeah.
So we're going to go in that direction again. How many kilometers?
1.5.
1.5 kilometers.
Piece of cake.
Yep. From this point, it's a very steep uphill. And we're not even sure if we're anywhere near that bridge at the moment.
Why we are the only ones walking?
Every 5 minutes, a bus comes past us loaded. It's like it's just us Westerners who walk this route. Everybody else is driving.
Yeah.
But we're carrying on. There's some nice papaya. Immediately when I see these, I think of the lovely Thai papaya salad. Has anybody tried that salad before? It's our favorite. Let us know in the comments below what you think of it, or if you've tried it. So looking behind me, that's the road we've been walking. You can see it weaving along down there. Quite a long way, all the way around the valley here. Little route update. We just saw a sign. It's uphill here. Uphill for the next 1.2 kilometers.
I don't believe so.
No, let's see. Just look how big that fern is compared to Maro. And the walk continues. Just look at this. It's Taipei right down there in the background, just behind the power lines. You can see in the center of the picture. Look what I can see over there. I see the bridge, Maro. And here you have it. The bridge. This is what we walked so far for. It is rather nice. I don't know what Maro's up to down there. Let's go and have a look. It is actually a very nice bridge. Look at that. There's somebody waving there. Beautifully built. Also a nice little windmill here. Now we got to go up the stairs here and join the other people on the bus stop and take the bus to the cable car. Maro's just checking the times in the bus stop, and if it's this bus, that'll take us to the cable car. So it turns out we can't take a bus back to the cable station. There is a bus that goes to the Zoo MRT station. That's where we arrived. Or did we arrive there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was where we arrived. Well, we're going to take the bus there, and then we'll say our goodbyes to you a little bit later on. So, see you at the bus station. Maybe I'll do a few shots in the bus on the way down if we get a window seat.
Yeah.
So, see you just now.
See you.
While we're waiting for the bus, we just have a look at this bee's nest or hornet's nest or perhaps a wasp nest. If anybody knows what it is, please leave us a comment below and tell us. So there goes our bus. It was just too full for us to get in. We chose to stay a little bit longer here and entertain ourselves all alone. in the middle of nowhere
And it's getting chilly,
on a mountain.
and I'm getting hungry.
I'm hungry too.
我上面的嘛，
We made it onto the bus. Use no easy
上面
cards.
的
Yes.
刷上面的了。
Heading down to that
南直通票，
cable
南
car,
往里
the
通
gondola.
Gondola Station 票，有那你自然购票。
We were actually getting a little bit worried, Maro and I, whether the bus was going to come or not. One of the guys standing with us in 1 hour.
And it's getting chilly.
It's getting chilly and it started to get dark. So, word of advice, leave earlier so that you can get back. So the bus has dropped us off here at one of the gondola stations. So we're going to catch a gondola after all, down to the bottom, and then we'll take the MRT from the zoo. But before we leave here and say our goodbyes, we're just going to show you a little bit around this area also. It's actually quite nice. It's a beautiful little temple or tower. I'm not sure what you call these. There's a big dragon over here. And just to my left, we have the gondola station, where we're going to walk up in a moment and catch a gondola down. Before we do that, I'm just going to go over here on the side of the road to the viewpoint and show you the valley where we were. And look at Maro, she's standing in the middle of the whole Chinese horoscope. And here they all are. All the figures from the Chinese horoscope. And now let's have a look at the deep valley we walked in and rode the gondola over. Look at that. This is the scenic area. They've really done some nice things up here. Just gonna have a last look at the edge. Look at the height of this. This is where you really get a feel of how deep this valley is. I know I've said it before, I'm going to say it one more time. If you're in Taipei, don't miss this ride. Quite something. So the time's come. It's time to end off. Thanks so much for walking with us today. We had a lovely day out here, and I highly recommend to anybody coming to Taipei to do this tour or excursion. Give yourself a day, or at least 6 or 7 hours to do it. It takes us a little bit longer because we film it along the way. It was fantastic. If you enjoyed the video, please leave us a like down below. Definitely leave us a comment. We love hearing from you. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please feel welcome to subscribe. Thanks for watching our video. Goodbye from me.
And from me too.
And we'll see you on the next video.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.